In the last episode, we broke down how the Black Album was built, its production, tones, and performance-driven approach. We looked at how Metallica shifted away from thin precision and toward weight, groove, and power. This video is episode 5 of a 10-part series examining Metallica, better known as the Black Album. Each chapter focuses on a different piece of the story: context, production, songwriting, individual tracks, backlash, and legacy. Now it's time to get into the music itself. This episode covers the first 4 tracks: Enter Sandman, Sad But True, Holier Than Thou, and The Unforgiven. The opening run is not accidental, it's a statement of intent. Let's start with the big one, Enter Sandman. This wasn't just the first track people heard from the Black Album, it became one of the most famous rock songs of all time. You probably heard it at baseball games, movies, blasting from car stereos, but what makes it so special? The song starts with that unforgettable guitar riff. Kirk Hammett created something simple but incredibly powerful. Unlike Metallica's earlier complex songs, this riff was something anyone could remember after hearing it once. That was the point. Producer Bob Rock pushed the band to write hooks that stuck in your head. The meaning behind Enter Sandman is darker than you might think. It's about nightmares and childhood fears. The Sandman in the song isn't the friendly character who brings good dreams. He's something scarier, representing the fears that keep kids awake at night. James Hetfield's lyrics touch on bedtime prayers and the things lurking in the darkness. Musically, the song moves between heavy, crunching verses and a chorus that explodes with energy. The tempo is slower than old Metallica songs, but it hits harder. Everything is precise and powerful. This wasn't about playing as fast as possible anymore. It's about making every note count. Enter Sandman showed the world that Metallica could write a hit without losing their edge. It reached people who never listened to metal before. Your parents probably know this song, and that's how big it became. If Enter Sandman was a song that brought new fans in, Sad But True was a song that proved Metallica hadn't gone soft. This track is absolutely crushing. The main riff is tuned down, making it sound deeper and heavier than almost anything else in rock music at the time. When those guitars hit, you feel it in your chest. Lars Ulrich's drumming is like a sledgehammer, pounding out a rhythm that marches forward with unstoppable force. The lyrics explore a darker side of human nature. Hetfield sings about the negative voice inside someone's head, the part that tells you to do wrong things or make you doubt yourself. It's about temptation and the struggle between good and evil within one person. The song basically says, I'm your bad side and I'm always here. What makes Sad But True so important is its groove. Metallica had always been technical and fast, but this song showed they could be groovy and heavy in a different way. It swings with confidence. The tempo makes you want to nod your head slowly, feeling the weight of every beat. This song proved that slowing down didn't mean selling out. It meant Metallica was exploring new territory while staying true to their heavy metal roots. Holier Than Thou might be the least famous song on the Black Album, but it packs a serious punch. This is Metallica's middle finger to hypocrites, people who act like they're better than anyone else. The song starts fast and aggressive, more like classic Metallica than the first 2 tracks. There's a punk rock energy here that reminds you these guys came up in the underground, in the metal scene. The verses race forward, and James spits out words with attitude. Hetfield wrote these lyrics about people who judge others while having plenty of their own problems. You know the type. They point fingers at anyone else who can't see their own mistakes. The title says it all. These people act holier than thou, meaning they think they're more pure or righteous than you. Musical structure is straightforward but effective. There's a breakdown in the middle where everything gets heavier before exploding back into the main riff. It's shorter than many Metallica songs, which keeps it punchy and direct. While Holier Than Thou didn't become a huge hit like some other tracks, it's a fan favorite. It showed that the Black Album had variety. Not every song was going for mainstream success. Some tracks were there just to rock hard. Now we come to something completely unexpected, The Unforgiven. The song showed a side of Metallica that many fans had never seen before: vulnerability. Song structure is actually backwards from most rock songs. It starts with a gentle, sad melody played on an acoustic guitar. The quiet intro sets a somber mood. Then instead of building to a heavy verse and a soft chorus, Metallica flipped it. The verses are heavy and aggressive, while the chorus is melodic and emotional. The story in The Unforgiven is heartbreaking. It's about someone who spent their whole life following the rules and doing what they were told, never being true to themselves. By the time they realize they've wasted their life, it's too late. The person dies feeling unforgiven for never living the way they wanted. The theme connected with millions of people. We all feel pressure to fit in or meet others' expectations. The song asks a powerful question: what if you spend your whole life living for others and never finding your true self? Kirk Hammett's guitar solo in the song is one of his most emotional. It cries and soars, expressing feelings that words can't capture. Every note seems to carry pain and regret. The Unforgiven proved that Metallica could write deeply personal songs without losing their power. It wasn't a typical love song ballad. It was heavy and meaningful, wrapped in a melody that stayed with you for days. Together, these 4 tracks showed the world a new Metallica. They kept the heavy foundation but built something bigger on top of it. Each song offered something different. Enter Sandman was the accessible entry point, the song that brought in curious listeners. Stab a True showed those fans that Metallica was still crushingly heavy. Holier Than Thou gave longtime fans something raw and aggressive. The Unforgiven revealed emotional depth that surprised everyone. For the Black Album, Metallica's fans were mostly metalheads and underground music lovers. These songs reached far beyond that crowd. Suddenly, people who listened to pop and classic rock were buying Metallica albums. The band played stadiums instead of clubs. Some old fans felt betrayed, saying Metallica sold out, but the truth is more interesting. Metallica simply learned how to communicate their ideas more clearly. They didn't dumb down their music, they focused it, made it sharper, and made it more powerful. These opening tracks set the tone for an album that would sell over 30 million copies worldwide. They showed that heavy metal could be both artistic and popular, aggressive and accessible, underground and mainstream. In the next episode, we'll continue a couple more of the songs and do this throughout the rest of the series. If you want to follow the story from beginning to end, check out this playlist right here. The playlist includes every episode in the Black Album series. I add new chapters as they are released or as I make them. If you like this video, it helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe if you're not already. I do rock and metal reviews, rankings, and more. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.